Like, cut out Super and give us this. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's enjoyable. It's watchable. It's actually kind of rewatchable. It's fun. But man, why they did Vegeta like that? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Whole Views, and today we're going to talk a little anime. We're going to be discussing Dragon Ball GT. Since I finally finished the series, I want to give you my thoughts, what they did good, what they did bad. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't so far. We like to do videos on anime. We also do trailer reactions, movie reviews, Fire on Fridays, all the different things that we like to crank out on the channel. We also have a blog post, link in the description for that. Follow us on social media. And, enjoy us, come along for the ride, and, jump into discussion about all the different things that we watch and like to discuss. But talking about Dragon Ball GT, I made a video a few months back talking about what is your favorite Dragon Ball series. Is it Z? Is it OG Dragon Ball? Is it GT? Is it Super? And I must say that my favorite is still probably Z, is where I land on the favorites. But I did finally finish GT and I do enjoy it. So let's get into the thoughts about GT. I do think it was a very well done series. I do like what they did with the series. If you take it as what it was intended to be, which was an ending to the Dragon Ball franchise, I liked it. I think it was done well enough if we're okay with the decisions that they made. So some of the decisions that they made are not fan favorite decisions, myself included, like the fact that Gohan and the rest of the Saiyans were kind of tossed aside and this became the Goku and Pan show. I was not a huge fan of Pan. I actually wasn't a huge fan of Trunks. We got a good bit of Trunks in the first half of this show. And I must say that if you are willing to just put up with those decisions, and accept that it's Goku and Pan and we are reverting back to the little boy, teenage girl chasing down Dragon Balls, like the OG Dragon Ball series was, then it's good still. Talking about Pan though, I do feel like Pan was annoying from the start of the series to the end of the series. I didn't really ever grow to like her character. She had some moments that she was really likable, but for the most part, she was an annoyance. And she was something that you have to endure throughout watching the show. When talking about Goku, I do feel like I enjoyed grown-up Goku more than I enjoyed kid Goku. They kind of reverted the character back to being just this hungry idiot in the series. But again, if I am saying, okay, I'll take whatever you give me and I'll accept it, I accept that is what they chose to do with the characters. And I feel like it worked and it meshed pretty well, making it feel like the OG Dragon Ball series that you'll watch. It felt very much like that. And there was a lot of callbacks to the OG Dragon Ball stuff. I will say when you get to the end of this series and you see the wrap up, it is kind of emotional because it does feel like some finality to it. The stakes in the show felt high towards the end because of knowing that, hey, this is the end of GT. They could choose to do something weird, but in essence, they really did choose to do something weird with sending Goku off with Shenron. I enjoyed the villains here because they all seemed slightly familiar, but then at the same time, there were twists and modifications on them. I think about Super 17 and that little small arc that he had. That was a good run. I like kind of the redemption or the importance of Piccolo with the Black Star Dragon Balls and the connection and the sacrifice. I enjoyed a lot of things that they did. I actually liked the ending run of, with the negative energy used by the Dragon Balls. It connected back to Z and the warnings of the old Kai, talking about how they're so dependent on the Dragon Balls. Like, that was cool to have that linked and make it make sense in that way and have that warning from Z have meaning in GT. So all that stuff was cool, making the stick of Kibito Kai just be a permanent thing. Like, that was cool too, to see that from Z carry over into this. Or even the promise that was made about Bulma and the kiss, like, that was brought back up. There was a lot of callbacks that I enjoyed seeing come back up to Z as well as the OG Dragon Ball. But the one thing that rubbed me wrong about the series, and I think it was the biggest mistake of the series, biggest departure from what fans of Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball felt, was the way they did Vegeta. Like, I am a big Vegeta fan. You have a man who made this speech.
Strength is the only thing that matters in this world. Everything else is just a delusion for the weak. There's only one certainty in life. A strong man stands above and conquers all!
And at the same time, when you see what they did that character in GT, it's egregious. There's no other word for it, you know? As much as I enjoyed seeing Goku go from this little kid version to, you know, Super Saiyan and then learn his different abilities and then ultimately he masters the Super Saiyan 4 transformation, it's like, in my mind, there's no way Vegeta could have been sitting back and being a family man while all that happened. That's just not in line with that character. I think the way you're introduced to Vegeta is that he's like taking Bulla out to shop and like he has a mustache and then he shaves the mustache and I'm like, he's walking around in leather pants and a vest. And I'm like, man, this is not Vegeta. Like, it's just not Vegeta. During the Super 17 arc, he fights in leather pants and a jacket and a shirt. And I'm like, Vegeta fights in Saiyan armor or the Blue Gi from the Buu series or the Buu saga. That is it. There is never gonna be him in a different outfit. The color of the underneath garments might change, but it's Saiyan armor with the shoulder pads or without the shoulder pads for Vegeta for as long as we've all been following the series. So to see him as a character fight in a different outfit, to see him as a character have a different hairstyle that is very unbecoming, to see him really become a weakling or get left behind by Goku, because the character of Goku advances throughout the series. No one else advances with him. To know that Goku in the beginning was training with Oob and pushing himself, and Vegeta was just at home raising a family. It's not right. It's not in line with the character. It would never happen. And that was the one thing that after I watched the series, I said, man, you know what? This felt good to watch. That's what my thoughts coming away. Like immediately after watching the episode, I said, this was, you know, a good little series to say they wanted to end Dragon Ball this way, this alternate ending to all the stories that we now know. Like cut out Super and give us this. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's enjoyable. It's watchable. It's actually kind of rewatchable. It's fun. But man, why they did Vegeta like that? Vegeta was a weakling for most of the series and getting beat up and tossed around. And then at the very tail end of the series, he becomes Super Saiyan 4 with the help of Machine and Bulma. He basically cheats his way to catch up to Kakarot, which is something that our Vegeta would never do. And I think that was the biggest departure and the biggest wrong done of the series. I can deal with Pan and her annoyances. I can deal with Trunks when I don't want Trunks. I can deal with Kid Goku when I want adult Goku. What I cannot deal with is Vegeta being a real, true side character and just like an afterthought. He's not even a stopgap. If you watch Super, you know that Vegeta is always able to like be near Goku's level and be a threat to the biggest, baddest person. In this series, Vegeta is totally useless. And he's useless basically to the very end. His Super Saiyan 4 transformation carries no weight to it because at that point they're fighting Omega Shenron and he can't do anything. Even Goku at that point really couldn't do anything. So yes, that was the biggest, worst, most egregious thing that was done in GT. But besides that, I think it's good. I think it's doable. It's something that you can watch and enjoy. But I wouldn't rank it above OG Dragon Ball. I wouldn't rank it above Z. Some fans would rank it above Super because they like that old animation style, but I don't think I would rank it above that either. And I'm saying that and I haven't finished OG Dragon Ball yet. So there's a lot still to do in the Dragon Ball world, but I'm gonna be moving on to other animes. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else you think I should be watching. I did get a recommendation from a new friend who said, man, I need to be watching Attack on Titan. So hey, if you think that should be the next one, that I go back to the beginning and then travel all the way through the series, please let me know. I'll do that. I'll jump on that. Actually, I'm inclined to do that because he had a lot of enthusiasm about it and I didn't know I had access to it already. So it might be the next one regardless of the comments. So let me know your thoughts on Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball GT, or what anime should be next. That's all I have for this here video. Enjoy yourself, guard your heart, and go watch something good.